what's up, guys? We're continuing more Chicken Police. Last time we left off, we met the cat that everyone's in love with, and I'm a terrible investigator. Y'all are gonna hear clicks in the video because I don't have. That's crazy. Look at this.
Gee, that is a unique picture, and kind of daring. I admit I've never seen anything quite like it before.
This guy.
Yes, I admit it's a little daring. I keep it. It evokes good memories. A precious old friend of mine. A most wonderful artist.
He's got an eye, that's for sure, considering his model.
Was that supposed to be some kind of compliment?
I don't know. I don't compliment often. Not on purpose, anyway.
Oh, you're funny.
It's so funny you say Beastars the game because I said that when the deer showed up, and then I said it went from Beastars to something else. But this is so fun. This game is hilarious. It's actually pretty well written too.
How do you like your bourbon, Mr. Featherland?
In a glass.
Oh
Thanks,
my god.
I had a couple before I came. I feel like this may be a long night.
I hope it doesn't bother you if I have one myself.
I get offended if women don't drink in my company.
Oh, you are a funny guy.
He definitely is funny.
So I've been told. Anyway, lovely room.
Yes. Look, Mr. Featherland.
It's sunny. Saves us a lot of time.
Okay, Sonny.
So, why am I
They should have
here?
got Lobo for this.
You know, men tend to babble in my presence.
It must be exhausting.
It is. But you're not the type to beat around the bush.
Is it too banal if I tell you it's an occupational hazard?
Terribly.
So can I start the unpleasant questions?
I've asked you here so you can do what you do best.
Really? I thought you asked because you wanted me to investigate for you. But if you'd rather be drinking...
You do have a sense of humor. How reassuring.
Only if I'm a bit hungover. That's usually quite common.
Oh, please drop the act about being the alcoholic, heartbroken ex-cop, Sonny.
Oh, she read him
It
for
would
filth just now.
undoubtedly suit you, but I've seen you scanning my room. From the second you set foot in here, you started working, and everything I say gets sorted in your brain. Am I right?
That's a bit of an exaggeration, but yeah, it's something like that.
Well then, Sonny, come at me.
Ooh.
Oh, that's something I don't hear often. With pleasure.
Okay, so I have to ask her questions, right? I'm so bad at the interrogation because Sonny does the opposite of what you would expect him to do. So I'm gonna try to do the opposite route this time.
Natasha is a confident woman. I can exploit that. But I must be careful. Every part of her oozes danger.
Okay. We're gonna try to get this right. She's confident, but she's the one who did call me here. So she should answer these questions.
That was a remarkable performance.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Do you perform here frequently? You're also the owner, if I'm not mistaken.
Sadly, I don't have the time, but the stage still calls my name, and I perform just a few times a year, and always with a new song.
So that was all the excitement.
I have many admirers, if that's what you mean. Yes.
Okay. She's mysterious. This place is elegant and so is your room. I know. I'll do the picture on the wall.
The picture on the wall is quite daring.
Only if you knew how old I was at the time.
I think I'm on a slippery slope here.
Uh-oh.
Come on, don't be shy. Ask me.
All right. How old were you?
Uh-oh.
Did you really believe I'd tell you?
You're quite a player, aren't you?
Life is anything but a game, detective.
You tell me.
Okay, that was a plus. Okay, what's up, Spectre? Can you tell me about Eben? Do you think one of your minors might be behind the threat? I do want to know more about her boyfriend. So I'm gonna
What can
ask.
you tell me about Ibn Wessler?
You should be more specific. What do you want to know?
Okay. Cold. I wouldn't say the bimbo and the mob boss. That'll probably piss her off. I don't really care about how they met. I want to know about the business, but she probably won't give me that information right away. So I'll do this one.
How did you meet Ibn, if I'm not too intrusive?
Of course you're intrusive, but I guess that's an occupational hazard.
Well, yes.
I was a dancer here in the club, in Anita Jenkins' chorus. When she was in a good mood,
I wonder if her
allowed
story's
it.
gonna be the same.
Sometimes I even did her
as his.
vocals for her, although she thought I was an upstart little whore.
Ooh. How does he treat
How does
you?
Ibn treat you nowadays?
Like a prince treats a princess. Maybe that sounds like a cliche.
He
Oh,
did
look
say
at-
that.
He holds me in the hollow of his hand. He always has. He's never hurt me. He couldn't. Recently, he's been a bit distracted and nervous, but there's heavy weight on his shoulders right now. That's why I didn't want to burden him with any of this.
If he's been distant and nervous, that means whoever is going after her could be going after the boyfriend.
Distant and nervous. Could you elaborate?
Ibn is devoted and attentive. He sends someone every hour to ask me if everything's all right. But I can't even remember a time when we were together. Just the two of us.
Just the two
Recently,
of
he
us.
spends a lot of time here and in other clubs. When he's with me, he's nervous and preoccupied.
Why is that? Don't you think it's strange?
I don't think it has anything to do with the threats. It started earlier.
Any ideas about a cause?
None. Maybe it's stress. Ibn's working on doing more and more of business legally. That's kind of hard for someone like him.
True.
Is he trying to get himself out of the underworld?
Maybe.
That's interesting. Thank you. Deep behind the diamond skin lies the truth. It doesn't matter how hard Natasha's trying to hide it. She's scared. Now I must concentrate to finally find out what I want to know.
What's up, Pico?
What was in those threats, exactly?
Right, because they never
The
said what it
message
was.
itself is not a threat. It's just a word.
But a word again and again is threatening.
Exactly.
So,
You really don't have any idea which word could be used for a woman like me?
I guess I do. Yes, I think I know what it could be.
Whore.
He didn't want to say it.
Am I right? You heard it. I said what you were thinking. And yes, that was in the message. That was printed on the paper and painted on my wall. In giant red letters.
Well, thank you for your honesty.
Well, if that woman felt like that's what she was, and that's the word that was on there, I'd never seen the culprit, not even chat. No one's ever seen it. I suggest you lie low. Could the threats have anything to do with the dangerous relationship between you? I wouldn't say that because she just said their relationship isn't dangerous. What about Filmar? Is he here because of you? He told me not to mention him.
No one's ever seen the culprit? Not even a shadow?
That's one of the most curious things. Ibn has men everywhere. Literally, my shadows, ghosts in every alley. But no one saw anything.
One of them could be the culprit.
Ibn pays his animals
Yeah, I
well,
wouldn't rat
and he's
Fillmore
the
out.
most
Not yet.
dangerous man in the city. A combination that nullifies your theory, I believe.
Maybe, ma'am. Love is capable of insane miracles and miraculous insanity.
What poetry? Did you ever think about writing a book?
Never. I'm afraid I'd learn too much about myself.
Maybe that's the point. I would read about you. Not like the chicken police Pulp Fiction.
Furry hell. Do you read that trash?
Oh god.
Like everyone
He
else
hates
in the
those
city.
books.
Oh, great.
I think it's flattering, even as badly written tales of heroes in the gutter.
You enjoy it?
Well, just a little, Sonny. Just a little.
He hates those books so much, bro. The fishing gambling is confusing me. How is it confusing you? A dark shadow from the past, an ex-lover, a husband? So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect? That's what I'm asking.
So it's not a fan and not an inside job. Who do you suspect?
Aren't you supposed to know that?
Usually, yes. But I've got nothing to go on. And you don't have a hunch.
Maybe I do. But first, I want to know if you'll even accept my case.
I'm here, aren't I?
Right.
That's true, but I must know if I can trust you.
The proof of the pudding is in the eating.
I wish it was that simple.
Natasha is a mysterious woman, but I must gouge out at least one of her secrets. Enough games. It's time to know why I'm here.
Right. I got a -10 for that one.
Let's stop beating about the bush. How do you know Molly?
I'm prepared for that question, but it's still not easy.
You knew very well that if you threw in the name of my wife, I'd come to you no matter how vague and suspicious the case was. I just want to know if you're...
I forgot you knew about the
manipulator,
wife just that
or you're
fast.
really that desperate.
I really know her. I'm not lying.
Oh, really? How?
I forgot all about
Were you
that.
a nurse, too? Forgive me, but I don't think so.
Don't be rude and so cynical, Sonny.
I'm sorry, but
Now,
that's
if I get
me
negative
when
points for
feline
this is
claws
Sunny's
are at
fault
my
because there was
throat.
only one option.
Molly is an old and good friend of mine. She has nothing to do with this, but I knew that if I didn't mention it to you, you wouldn't have come.
Yeah, Natasha, you're right there.
I knew you were a decent fowl, that you would help me. That's what you're famous for.
Don't go there. Flattery doesn't work.
Look, forgive me. I shouldn't have brought your wife into this.
You're right, you shouldn't have. But to be honest, I don't think she's my wife anymore. On paper she is, but I haven't seen her in years.
I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Really?
Not the awkward silence.
I did. I knew. I checked you out before I sent Deborah.
Luck me. This case is getting more and more intriguing.
It definitely is. That was only a +5? What the heck? What's up, Isaiah? How are you today? You played me from the start. What exactly do you want from me?
What exactly do you want from
Right.
me?
You are really as good as they say you are. And I'm not selling lucky dips, Sonny. Find them, whoever they are, and
Whatever it takes.
not exactly, but something like that.
You know, if I didn't see the speck of fear behind the confidence shining in your eyes, I wouldn't take the case.
Right.
I'm not afraid.
Yes, you are.
You're terrified, Natasha. Don't be
Because
ashamed.
if you weren't afraid, you wouldn't call a
must solve
detective.
this. As soon as you can. Money's not
You
an
would have
issue.
let your mafia boyfriend deal with it. Yeah, that was way better. That was way better. I've been getting 3 stars this whole time, but this time I'm a decent cop instead of a rusty copper. Focus accuracy. So my questions have to focus on the situation at hand. So even if he says they are nervous and I should beat around the bush or I should lead them in gently, what he's really saying is I still need to focus on the questions at hand. I should not stray from it. Okay.
Just one more thing, Sonny.
Natasha,
Please, come to 37 Rochester Street in Flower Town tonight.
Flower Town.
I'd like to show you something that could be of a great help in your investigation.
Look at her
I was
tail.
afraid this was coming. Why there? Why not here and now?
It's something I keep hidden there. I won't take the risk of Ibn or one of his men seeing it.
Isn't Ibn too dangerous to keep secrets from?
Sonny, a woman is naked without her secrets. I knew you would understand.
Oh yeah, I understand everything. So, when do we meet? The night is almost over.
I'll be there in an hour. Don't be early, and don't be too late.
Look, Natasha, you know...
Please, this is very important to me.
Sure, I get it. I'll be there.
Thank you.
Until later, Natasha.
Goodbye, Sonny.
All right now. Let me get up out of here.
Well,
Weren't you supposed to be waiting in the car?
This guy.
I was bored
I
to
love
tears,
Marty.
Sonny.
Marty's my favorite.
I also thought maybe something happened to you.
You thought Natasha had eaten me alive, huh?
Well, who knows? You're such a fragile little thing.
I'm too old for this, Marty.
Then next time, leave the dangerous predators to me.
I didn't mean that, Marty. I meant you.
Oh.
Bro, Marty is my favorite, bro. They're so funny. Is Eben still here? Oh, Eben's not here.
Oh, it's you.
I can speak to her.
How can I help you, gentlemen?
Look, we really don't want to dig into your personal life, but
But what exactly is my relationship with Mr. Wessler? And how close am I to him?
you don't beat around the bush, man.
Well, actually, I remember.
I don't have time to chit-chat, Mr. Featherland. So yes, I'm not one to beat around the bush. And no, I'm not sleeping with Mr. Wessler.
Well, thanks for the quick and straight answer.
Anything else?
Yeah, there we go.
If I'm not mistaken, Natasha has a weekend house in Flowerville.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's where
Can
she
you
wants
tell
us
me
to go.
anything
Meet
about
her
it?
in her weekend
I've
house.
never been there. Allegedly, it's beautiful. Elegant and luxurious. Just like Natasha herself. You know, Ibn's not as ferocious as you'd think. On the contrary, he's become very different recently.
Interesting.
I heard. Don't you find that weird? A sudden change of heart?
Sometimes an animal just has enough. Fed up and wants a change.
I don't know.
I deeply respect that.
I don't think
Well,
Eben's
thank
that
you for
bad,
your
but
honesty,
I don't
man.
trust her. I don't trust her, and I don't trust Fillmore, and I don't trust his friend Lewis,
Do
the
you
rabbit.
come here often, Olivia?
No, not really.
Well, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right.
What's your relationship with Miss Natasha Katsenko?
We've talked a bit. That's all.
There's no tension between you? You know, the pretty secretary.
Well, thank you for your compliment, Mr. Featherland. No, no tension. Natasha's an intelligent woman. I respect her.
Okay.
Is that mutual?
That I can't tell.
Interesting. Well, thank you. I got nothing else for you.
Look, Olivia, you know, last time...
She don't even remember
Please,
who
Marty,
he
there's
is.
no need.
Oh, she does remember him.
Yes, there is. I know I wasn't a gentleman, and I know I should have called you, but I was young and...
You don't have to explain. I wasn't waiting long for your call.
Dang.
I forgot about it fast.
Dang.
That's good to hear, I suppose.
Interesting. So they were a thing.
Excuse me, pal. My
we
name
can talk
is
to him now?
Santino Featherland.
Gabriel, what do you want? Chickens.
Do you happen to know where Mr. Wessler went?
Do you take me for a fool? Get out of here while I'm in a good mood, birds.
Okay. Thanks, big boy.
Okay. Okay, buddy. Golly. This is what he
We
gave
stepped
me.
into it, didn't we?
These have names. I can't.
Of all that's furry,
Oh, well, that
what
works.
kind of a list is this?
Exactly. I have no idea, but I don't even want to find out.
Those names, all top dogs. Maybe they play cards together.
Sure, that's very likely. Anyway, I pried this list out of a dead man's hand.
Dang.
Somebody dropped him outside the forest, a few miles from the Wessler residence.
I should have known she was keeping secrets.
Keeping secrets? She's the secret herself.
Interesting.
Thanks, Filmar. This could be important.
Don't thank me. Maybe I've just signed your death warrant.
Okay, maybe
thank
Fillmore
you,
isn't
sir.
that bad.
Oh, shut up, Marty.
There's nothing else? Alright. Let's go.
Well, if there's one thing I'd learned during 20 years of detective work, it's that if someone wants to meet you at a remote location at night, you should bring an army for backup. One time, me and Marty were stupid enough to underestimate a situation like that, and we never really recovered.
Uh-oh.
And yet, here we were again, about to step alone into something.
Yeah, that must be about his
hauntingly
wife, Molly.
familiar. Only one tactic remained, as the old dogs say. Balls to the wall.
This place gives me the creeps.
I wouldn't say I like it either.
Let's take a look around before we go inside.
Textbook.
I'm telling you, it's a trap.
Shut up, Marty.
There's a lone shoe here.
Damn.
It's not a good sign.
Maybe she just lost it when she hurried into the house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, right.
Do you think it belongs to Natasha?
I like how it's
No
in color.
idea. Do you think I measured a feet when I was in
The only other
room?
thing that was in color
I'm not
was her
sure
eyes, I
wanna know,
believe.
but I wouldn't be surprised. So, this is the word. What can I say? The message is loud and clear.
Yeah, what matters is who is it for and what does it mean?
I can't misunderstand that if I wanted to.
We'll see.
Wait a second, did that bimbo put a spell on you? As you used to say, don't let it cloud your objective judgment, Boss Bird.
Watch who you're talking to, boy.
Ooh. That was saucy.
Chicken police, hands up.
Marty, that's enough.
Anything else around here? Nope. Alright, let's go in.
Marty, before we enter, did you bring Big Bertha?
Of course, she's in the trunk.
It's time to get Her Majesty out.
That's what I like to hear.
Okay, now I can do it.
Let's go.
Hello, my beauty.
Just don't point it at me.
Aw, scared? Take it easy. I swore I'm not gonna shoot you again.
Very gallant of you, partner.
What, are you still pissed at me? I'm happy to remind you why you got shot the first time.
I get it. Just shut the fuck up already.
Dang. Oh wait, do I need shells? No? I guess it's already loaded.
It's the nothing.
What was that?
Forget it. Just an old quote from a movie. It means it's fucking dark in here.
Flashlight.
I didn't bring one.
Oh gosh.
Me neither. What a pair of fucking professionals.
Yep.
But you do have a shotgun with you.
We should have shotguns for this kind of deal.
Is that from an old movie?
No, it's an original.
Figures.
Okay. This doesn't seem good. Oh, dang. It's Deborah.
She was lying on the floor as if she was sleeping. She looked peaceful. Almost. The large pool of blood ruined the picture. Poor, delicate Deborah. Maybe you were too pure and innocent for this city. But in the end, its filth pulled you under. You know, no animal can swim in high heels.